bear with us as we attempt to get ourselves there. Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Again, we are going live or attempting to every single day. Good morning, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that's Eastern Standard Time. I know we got a lot going on. You can find us, and a lot of you are watching us on all different platforms. Good morning. Hello, Yaya. Good morning. I'm so excited to see you all. Again, I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. We are going live Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern to provide you with a little bit of inspiration and motivation as we caffeinate and get ourselves to where we need to be. We're doing this in an attempt to help us strengthen our audience as well as launch our digital streaming platform. We are now available on iOS and Android. So in the palm of your hand, you can download us everywhere, or you can check us out on your smart TVs. You can get us live and in full def in your smart TVs. You can get us now by going to Android, Fire TV, Apple TV, etc. All of our previous content is there. We're going to be recording new content as we maneuver our way through. So just to introduce yourself or reintroduce yourself to all of you, we are currently live on a lot of different platforms. I love to see you. TikTok, hello, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We are live on all platforms. So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Sheldon Bartlett Rumor. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network is your global digital streaming platform, connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. So I'm going to be hanging out with you. I'm going to be hanging out with you every morning, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., providing a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation. You can feel free to be able to ask me whatever it is that you'd like. My goal is to be able to provide, again, an opportunity for women to get together across the globe, and those who support remarkable women, leaders, executives, and entrepreneurs, for us all to get closer to what it is that we deserve. I know that the majority of you are working hard. You are doing your best to do your best and to connect with as many people as possible. We've decided to create a digital streaming platform that provides an audience where that can happen. We know that not all digital streaming platforms allow for us to, one, use our voice, two, encourage us to celebrate each other. And that's what we're going to be doing today and every day. So Monday through Friday, I'll be doing my best to bring you a little bit of inspiration and motivation. As I say that, tomorrow I will not be here. Why will I not be here tomorrow? Tomorrow, my daughter graduates from 8th grade. She's 14 years old and she graduates from 8th grade. And though that ceremony happens in the morning, and so it happens literally at this time tomorrow. I'm super excited. I am a mother of two. My daughter is 14. My son will be 8 in July, which is crazy to think about. Crazy to think about. And so those are the priorities in my life. My families are my priorities. And though I absolutely love joining all of you on a regular basis and will continue to do so when able, I do prioritize my family in a number of different ways. So tomorrow I will not be here, but we'll be back again on Wednesday, providing again daily motivation and inspiration. The show will range. It will range from us coming to you and me sharing a little bit of what's going on in the world of This Is It Network. It'll also be a series of guests that will be joining me starting at the end of the month. So with that being said, if you are interested in joining me on This Is It Network, whether it be virtually or here within our digital studio, we are located in Blackwood, New Jersey. So that's southern New Jersey, right outside of Philadelphia, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts. They allow for us to be able to record here in our new digital studio at the Forum Event Center, again in Blackwood, New Jersey. So that's Gloucester Township, Camden County, southern New Jersey, East Coast, USA. So we would love to have you join us. And if you can't make it to the studio, we'd love to hear from you. And there's ways for us to virtually begin to work together. So please let us know within the comments below or send us a direct message if you have a story to tell, expertise to share, or if you'd love to be able to promote a product or service. We'd love for you to come join us. Again, that's what this is about. There are too many people that have an expertise in a number of different areas that are not or do not have a platform. You'd be shocked at the amount of PhDs, MDs, etc., individuals who have been doing what they've been doing for so long, carpenters, tradesmen, DEI and DIY, experts that are out there that do not necessarily have the platform in which they deserve. You don't have to have 1 million followers to be worthy of attention here at This Is It Network. You don't have to be in a space where you have all of this abundance online and to be of value to people on the World Wide Web. We at This Is It Network want to provide you with that opportunity. So as we shift things around, as we adjust our set, as we create and develop, as we move around this country, we want to make sure that you know what we've got going on. So please, if you have an opportunity, if you are tuning in, let us know in the comments below where you are tuning in from. During the pandemic, when I was safe at home, I like to say, it was really a great opportunity for us to connect with people without any geographic limitations. We had the ability to be able to go on Zoom and through social media platforms, we're broadcasting in some cases through StreamYard, shout out to them. And we were able to take down the real restrictions that were out there as far as getting in touch with people. And so now we're really addicted to that. So there's no geographic limitations to who we can talk to and when we can talk to them. We want to make sure that all of you have the ability to connect with us as often as you possibly can, especially if you are looking to share a story or a sense of expertise. So we want you to know that we are here for you. We want you to know that This Is It Network is created for you by us, which is a really amazing thing. So we just started recording a series of different news shows that will be broadcast on the platform. Again, This Is It Network is available on iOS and Android. You can download us on your smart TV through Apple TV and Amazon and Fire TV. So anywhere you can get streaming, you can get us at this point. All of our previous content is there. We are currently recording all of our new content that we can't wait for you to be a part of. We can't wait for you to be able to see. So please, we are also not only looking for guests for my programs, we're also looking for opportunities to provide people with their own digital talk shows. So if you are looking to host a show, if you are interested in being the next Oprah, if you've always dreamed of being a different kind of Ellen, well, maybe this is an opportunity for you to do just that. So we really want you to think about and think outside of the box. If there's things that you wanted to see in traditional television or even digital television or within the social media platforms and spaces, this is an opportunity for you to think about that thing. This is the opportunity for you to be like, oh, I'd really love to have a cooking show, or I'd love to teach people how to, eat differently, or we'd love to teach people how to have a different mindset, or I'd love to teach people how to be able to connect with their family here and abroad. I'd love to be able to really support social justice. I'd love for us to teach people how to speak a different language or how to be more inclusive. All of those things are things in which we celebrate here at This Is It Network. These are things in which we want to talk about on a regular basis, and we want to connect you to the experts and people who are dedicated to those categories. So if you in fact are dedicated to those categories, if you in fact are somebody who wants to know more today than yesterday, if you're genuinely curious about what is going on in the world and you want experts to show you more, then this is exactly where you need to be. I will be doing a little bit of eye shuffling as if I'm public speaking because I'm on so many different platforms right in front of us. We have our Instagram, hello my friends here. We have Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn right here in the center, and our good friends at TikTok over here. So please forgive me if I'm doing a little bit of a shuffle. My hope is that you kind of feel it as if I'm giving a keynote, but we're doing our best to be able to broadcast live on all of our social platforms until we can broadcast live on the actual platform. So I want you to be able to reach out to me if you need me. Hello, everyone. How are you? Jonathan, I see you. Good to see you. Good morning. I want us to be able to share as much positivity as possible. And I believe that there's enough people doing the hard work. And I'm not going to say sharing positivity isn't hard, because it is. But I do believe that there is hard news and there is what you are going to get here. We are a softer place to land. There's no doubt. I do believe that there is something really interesting about learning while you laugh. Hello, how are you? There's something really interesting about consuming content in a way that is digestible, right? I had thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Kev. How you doing, honey? Good morning. I had a dear friend of mine, had asked, a lot of, people are asking, what are you doing and how are you changing what we're currently consuming? And then for me, how I'm looking to change how we consume content is that I believe in, and I talked about this last week, I believe in, and I grew up on educational entertainment. And so for any of you who are watching, listening, or paying attention, did you watch Donahue? Did you watch Oprah? Did you watch Sally Jessy Raphael? Did you watch Montel? Did you watch Ricky Lake, right? There was a time period in which there was traditional talk shows, and these traditional talk shows had a formula. I'm a student of media, and so I understand the formula that was really involved. There was a beginning, there was an issue, a problem, whether it be foster care, human trafficking, homosexuality, whatever the situation happened to be, and we would bring, and it could be something that was less serious. It could be Fashion Week or trends for the season or how to make a meal for one. All of these things were in the effort to educate you and entertain you at the same time. And that genre was really a religious experience from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., at least on the East Coast. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., there was one story after the other. People were genuinely curious. They went and sat on their couches thinking, what am I going to learn new today? What does she have on today? What does he have on today? Running to the camera with natural curiosity, running to the couch and to watch the show with some natural curiosity. If anything, longed for it. I cannot wait to not think about what I got going on and then learn something different, learn something new, be exposed to somebody new. The people that they saw on the screens didn't live next to them. They didn't know them by name. They didn't know who they were, but they were genuinely curious. And based on that curiosity, they gained empathy. I didn't see it like that. I didn't know that. And then they ran to their communities and their dinner tables and they started using big words. And people used to say, you're watching too much Oprah. Because you were now curious and you now had knowledge and you now knew more today than yesterday. And because that was the case, it felt, again, in this space, a little bit of energy and all of that genre, those traditional talk shows, though I love a good piece of reality television, those traditional talk shows were replaced with reality TV. And the truth of the matter is though I love the confrontations that reality TV provides, it gives a very limited view of what other people live like, what they maneuver and how they maneuver and communicate with one another. In a lot of cases, it's a self-segregated series of programs, right? And my life doesn't live like that. And my conversations aren't like that. And so what we want to do is provide a different perspective. Instead of grown women fighting over brunch, we're going to go to brunch and learn and laugh together. And again, there's a time and a place for different types of television. There's a time and a place for different types of content. This content that we look to provide provides a disciplined way of communicating, right? Provide a different way of communicating, a way that education is led through conversation and not necessarily debate. I'm not going into any sit down trying to fight you. I think that in Beyonce's internet in 2025, there's a lot of things that should be a given. That equality is necessary, diversity is fabulous, and ultimately, we all belong here. I'm not going to argue with you about that. I'm not going to argue with you. If you do not believe that in the 48th year of your life, if you do not think that that is the case, whether I bring my smile, my lashes, my lips, and my weave, I might not necessarily change your opinion. But if we want to actively work to get things done, if you want to look at me and I look at you and say, okay, we're not going anywhere, how are we going to work together? How are we going to make sure that my life and your life are fruitful? And how do we both thrive? How do we all thrive? That's the conversation I want to have. I'm going to do my best to plug into these devices, trying to keep this tripod as not so crooked, trying to make sure that the light makes sense over here and trying to make sure that the internet is strong on good old Instagram. I'm going to do my best to ensure that there is somebody who shows up that wants to put in the work. And that work is going to be hard, and that work is going to be prioritized. Right here today, I'm here for the work. Tomorrow, I am there for my daughter because she's graduating from 8th grade. Good morning, Terry. Right? And I think that a lot of people think, especially because the fight is so hard, the fight for equality, the fight for belonging is so hard and so long, that those of us who are warriors within the fight, that we never get to put it down. And that's not true, because tomorrow I celebrate my daughter. I celebrate the transition of her life. And I do my best knowing that the world is not exactly as I would like for it to be. But in that moment, I give my time and my space to her. And I think that oftentimes not enough of us are understanding and appreciating what we do have, so we know what we're fighting for. And so what I want to make sure that happens is that there is a soft place for you to land, a place for you to go, a place for you to be like, do you see what I see? A place for you to be like, am I crazy? Is this normal? No, this is not normal. What we are going through isn't normal, but what we are going through, we are not going through alone. We're not going through it alone. There are more of us that want this world to be kind and nice and lovely and fruitful and shared than don't. But we have to keep showing up, sharing it. Not just talking about sharing it, but actually sharing it. So our contributions isn't necessarily just talking about what was wrong, but showing what is right. That's our job. That's the ability to scream the dream. That's the ability for us to be able to utilize these platforms for good. The platforms are not just going to tell you that it's raining, it's going to give you an umbrella. Does that make sense to all of you? It's not about just pointing out what tragedy is happening. It's about giving you solutions to be able to help the tragedy, introducing you to people who are actually working to do so, and allowing for you to learn and laugh at the same time. And we'll do our best to continue to show up for you in a way that is positive. We'll do our best to continue to show up with you in a way that is energetic, in a way that is worthy of your attention. And we will keep doing so each and every day. We will fight the internet, this tripod that looks like it's about to pass out, the scenarios, the algorithms. We'll do our best to be able to challenge that. We'll continue to celebrate our partners, such as Innovative Catering Concepts, that allows for us to have four walls to tell these stories. Again, we're located in Blackwood, New Jersey. It's an opportunity for you to come visit Southern New Jersey, visit Gloucester Township, visit Camden County, get to know what's going on in the redevelopment and the economic development of this region, get to introduce you to amazing entrepreneurs, leaders, and executives that are doing their best to do their best. And when we have an opportunity to share with you what we think is worthy of attention, I beg of you to share with me what you think is worthy of attention. I beg of you to be like, oh my goodness, I just saw this, Sheldon. You should interview this small business. Oh my goodness, Sheldon, did you hear about this female founder? You should interview them right away. Did you know that there is a group of women that are doing this and that in this part of the world? Did you know that so-and-so just opened their 7th bakery in Omaha, Nebraska? I need all of you. And I think that that's been the toughest part of media in general. I think the toughest part of media is that we've waited on a very small group of people to discover a very large group of people and deem them worthy. And because we're waiting on them to deem them worthy, because we're waiting on them to say what makes the most sense, what's the most important, what do we need, who has made it into, I guess, the circle of trust, or what are the brands that are worthy of attention, we've waited for a very small group of people to tell us what is worthy for all of us. We don't get to experience all the amazing people doing amazing things. And so, but now with the power of the World Wide Web, as I come to you on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn, as I come to you on all of these different platforms, I beg you to tell me what you are watching, what you are listening to, what motivates you, what gets you going in the morning, what you tap into, what you escape to in the evening, what provides you with motivation, what provides you with inspiration, what gives you those lessons that you need to learn, or who just helped you understand the best way to make feta pasta. That's what we want to be able to do. And we know that we have tweaking to do. We know that we have to figure this out. We know that every camera angle ain't gonna make sense. We know that every time that we broadcast to you, it might not necessarily be in high def. We know that we might not necessarily have all of the answers to the questions that you have, but my goal is to be the treasure hunter to help you find those answers. My goal is not to stand here and complain, even though there is tons to complain about. My stand here is not to be able to tell you, right, that it's raining when you are soaking wet. My goal, my objective, what I want to do is to find an umbrella, find shelter for all of us. I want answers, and I want to be able to sit with people who have those answers. I want to actively be part of conversations. I refuse to be part of debates about things in which are given. We've already come so far in this world. My interest is never to go back, but always to deal with how we can deal with each other, how we can work together moving forward. So that's what This Is It Network is. This Is It Network is a digital streaming platform. We connect remarkable women to inspiring stories. And we do it each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. You can download us on iOS and Android, on your smart TV, on Apple TV, and Fire TV, and Amazon. You can make sure that you get us in the palm of your hands. We will be your soft place to land. My goal is to be able to answer those questions for you. My goal is to be able to ensure that if I don't have the answers, that we go find experts that can help us be part of a conversation, not an antagonized debate. This isn't about being completely right or completely wrong. This is about being empathetic and kind and useful and accessible and productive. Are the conversations that you are part of, are they productive or are they pointless? Because there's a lot of conversations that are pointless. And that's not me being like, girl, you're pointless. That's me being like, there is no point. You are not saying what you are saying in order to solve a problem. You are not saying what you are saying in order to help a community. You are saying what you're saying just to flap your lips in the wind. That is not what we are doing. I am too old to be pointless. Everything that I do, and I'm not old, I'm mature. Everything that I do is to have a point. Everything that I do is to be useful. If I am not, in fact, useful, that doesn't mean I'm correct all the time. That means that what I'm attempting to do and be is useful. Are you useful? Are you productive? Is what you are doing, the stomping you are making, the yelling that you are doing, is it being productive? This weekend was productive for millions and millions of people because attention was provided, conversations were had, relationships were made. Commonality existed. We are moving in a better direction because we are looking to be useful. We are looking to connect with each other on a level that is productive. And that's what This Is It Network is. It's the ability to be productive, to use your voice in a way that in fact moves us forward. And I understand it. I am tempted in and of it myself to feel beyond frustrated, because frustrated doesn't cut it. I'm not shocked, but disappointed, and disappointed again. I'm allowed to be disappointed and frustrated and annoyed by the state of the world and the where in which it is. But what is the next step? Where do we find use? Who do we need to tap into? Who do I need to sit next to? Who do I need to share with you? Who do we need to talk to in order to get things done? Because beyond the complaining, beyond the be able to state, oh my goodness, it's raining, what are we going to do to create shelter? Who are responsible for the individuals who are the responsible individuals who are going to be able to create shelter? Is that you? Is that me? Is that somebody else? I think the answer is we. I think that for us to be able to work together, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute for us to get where it is that we need to go, because a lot of damage has been done. A lot of conversations have been had that haven't necessarily been fruitful. But are we going to be in fruitful conversations? I say yes. Are we going to be able to work together in order to get ourselves to where we need to be? I say yes. And together we can do that. So I need to know from you, who are the individuals that are doing the good work? Who are the individuals that have nothing but a point? They are not pointless. They are not lacking with the ability and the effort to get things done, but they may not have a platform. They may not have the exposure. They may not have the people that follow, fan, and like them. They may not have it. So who are those particular people? Who are the people that we need to follow, that we need to fan, that we need to call upon, that we need to learn from? Let me know in the comments below. Send us a direct message. You may be that person. You might be like, oh, I need more help. I need more help raising funds. I need more help selling products. I need more help promoting my business. And so I need you to be able to raise your hand. I need you to be able to do that, because we are working hard to be able to figure that all out. We're working hard to be able to connect with all of you in a way that is in fact productive, and do that in a way that makes some sense. I have some dear friends that are helping me along the way as we build and build through, as we reach for new opportunities, this new studio audience that we're looking to have here in our new Blackwood studios. We're so excited, thanks to our friends and Innovative Catering Concepts. We are broadcasting live from the Foreign Events Center in Blackwood, New Jersey, here in Gloucester Township, Camden County, Southern New Jersey, in the state of New Jersey, on the East Coast in the USA. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's the depth of what we have exposure. We're coming to you live from Instagram, from Facebook, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, and our good old friends at TikTok. I am on fire with the amount of lights you see reflected behind me and in my face. We are plugged into every outlet within this room to be able to provide a little bit more of information, a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit of resource. Thanks to all of the people that help us so dearly, my dear friend Jaquan Allen, who you'll get to meet and become really, really close with, because I'll say his name more often than not. And Jaquan, I think I might need you to tap this tripod for us, our folks at TikTok, because I am doing a little bit of a lean. I don't know. It's a little janky, just the tap. Just give it a little slight tap. There we go. I don't necessarily know if we can even do it. I don't know. You're going to have to just deal with my lean, I think, at this point, because the poor thing might tip all the way over. Okay, that's good. That feels good. But these are the things that I'm saying to you. Like, it's not always going to be perfect. And I think that in the era of social media, in the era of digital, there was this need in traditional television for there to be some kind of perception of perfection, that everything just needed to work out in a certain type of way, that it all needed to look absolutely perfect. But we are beyond that, aren't we, darlings? We understood during the pandemic that people were feeding their children and cats were running through the screen and you couldn't see, and their green screen was actually green because they weren't able to connect on time. And now we realize that we're not even necessarily looking for perfection in our content. We're looking for accessibility. We're looking for effort. We're looking for consistency. And so that's what This Is It Network is going to be. It's going to be your dear friend, so you don't have to feel alone. We say we love to connect remarkable women to inspiring stories. We love to be able to make sure that inspiring people can be motivated. Inspiring people can get those connections. People that aren't inspired can tap into something and feel really good about who it is they are within this moment. And I feel all of us have and deserve the right to do that. So I beg all of you, right? I want you to kind of think about where you are in the scheme of things and what are you looking for when you go on to these platforms. Some of you are looking to escape, fair. Some of you are like, Sheldon, please, I don't need one more heavy thing. And because you don't want one more heavy thing, you're escaping the things that are completely mindless. And there's no shame in that whatsoever. Watching things that allow for you to lose yourself and watching people lip sync to songs that they didn't write. And that's okay. I'm not mad about that. But what was happening in that genre of television that I was talking to you about previously, when it was happening to that genre of television, traditional TV, again, our dear friends Donahue and Sally and Oprah, right? They were teaching you and you didn't even know it. You thought you were sitting around just listening to a friend, introduce you to new friends. And next thing you knew, you were exposed to things. There was a general curiosity because Monday through Friday, that muscle memory was you sitting down and going to school. You were getting taught by the world because they brought the world into your living room. And they did so in a way that was disciplined. When I describe the positioning of This Is It Network and where we fall, I say it as such. I say, as our position, we are more disciplined than traditional social media because of the hosts in which we provide and the expertise from those hosts in which we share. But we are also more accessible than cable television because it comes from a more casual and friendly voice. At least that's the hope. So more disciplined than social, more accessible than cable, celebrating remarkable women, encouraging them to use their voices. Do you have a voice that needs to be shared? Do you have a story that needs to be told? I raise my hand to say, I would like to help you tell it. You have expertise in which you want to teach. I would love to be able to provide you with a platform in which that happens. And why? Why am I the one to do it? Why am I, hello, fried chicken lady? Yep. Do you make fried chicken or I'm a fried chicken lady? So you got to give me more. You got to give me more. I need to hear a little bit more about what you've got going on. Put it in the comments, send me a direct message, Send it out there. Find us on thisisittv.com. More information on all that we've got going on. We have an amazing blog post that you can be able to check out all of our blogs at thisisittv.com/our blog. We want you to be able to reach out to us and tell us more of what you've got going on. If it's fried chicken, let us know. If it's meditation, share it with us. If it's the ability for you to teach about financial literacy, please let us know what that looks like. If it's civics, if it's common social studies that I think we need more now than ever, I need somebody to be able to teach that. I need somebody to be able to let us know the best ways, especially in the season part of life, if through menopause and premenopause, how to make sure that we are healthy. I need folks to come on here and just teach us how to laugh again as we focus on things that really make some sense. I want us to be able to connect with each other on a way that allows for us to continuously learn unapologetically, to be introduced to new things, right? To find new opportunities, to be able to connect with new friends. So many of us are meeting new people that are now our lifelong friends in some cases, just based on the connections that we have with these platforms. We're collaborating with individuals that we pretty much otherwise would have never known. We're now introducing our projects and our businesses to new opportunities. People are getting investors and investments. People are getting clients and promotions. These are the types of things that are happening. So what I want us to do is this with a sense of discipline. I want us to ensure that we have the relationships and the connections with each other to be able to get these things done. And whether or not my tripod's about to fall over, or my internet's a little bit weak, or the set isn't exactly as I would like for it to be, we're going to continue to show up. I'm going to prioritize the connection that I have with all of you through this World Wide Web and all the things in which we've got going on. I'm going to ensure that we get closer to where it is we want to be, because I know that we are worthy of quality conversations instead of vicious debates, pointless dialogue, and empty statements with no action. I'm never going to come on here and complain about something that I don't have a solution for, or a suggestion for, or introducing you to an expert of. There is so much wrong, absolutely, with the world, absolutely. But there are so many people who are working to make change. So instead of just complaining about things in which aren't right, I'm going to introduce you to people who are able and willing to fix it. And then we can work together. Then we can talk about how it's getting fixed. But we're just not going to make declarations here on This Is It Network and not be able to attempt to find a solution. There's one thing I know, is that I don't know everything. I know clearly that I am not the answer to all things. Heck, I know right now people are like, her voice is annoying, keep scrolling. And that's okay. I can't be everything to everyone at every time. But I ask you to try to find the voices that resonate with you. I ask you to not just sit uncomfortable, but find ways to be able to find comfort. Find ways to be able to connect with people that can help you get closer to what it is that you want. There are resources. There are places. We do have access. And what I want to encourage all of you to do is I want to encourage all of you to be able to tap into that. Hello from Arkansas. Good to see you. I think it's perfect timing for a little roll call. It's perfect timing for you to let us know where you're coming in from. If you are watching from anywhere in the world, please let us know in the comments below where you are coming in from. Where are you coming in from? Are you logging in from the US? Are you outside of the US borders? Are you part of our international community? I'd love to be able to know. Good to see you from Kansas. Good to see you. Let us know in the comments below. We are coming to you from Southern New Jersey. We are located in Blackwood, New Jersey, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts. We are broadcasting live from the Forum Event Center here in Gloucester Township in Southern New Jersey on the East Coast of the US. And we want to make sure that all of you can let us know where you are coming in from. Let us know in the comments below where you are watching us from. We are doing our best to show up every single day to provide you with a little bit of inspiration and motivation. We are a digital, hello from Florida, hello. We are a digital streaming platform for women. So let me reintroduce you to what we've got going on. Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Bartlett-Rumer. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network is a global digital streaming platform connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. Nice to see you this morning. Nice to see you. Our goal is to be able to connect all of you as much as we possibly can. In addition to producing digital content, we have a membership community in which we meet every single week in some form via Zoom, where I can help you advise with your personal brand, connect you to other women within our community. We actually have a community meetup coming up this Wednesday. More information on our community and the meetup that we have can be found within the link within the post. You can definitely get in touch with us as it relates to our upcoming events, as well as become part of our membership. If you're interested in watching our previous content and staying tuned for our new content, you can download us everywhere on your iOS or your Android. For your smartphone, for your smart TV, we're available on Apple TV, Fire TV, Amazon, and more. So please, please, please feel free to download us at your leisure. Again, if you'd like to be part of our membership community, there's a way in order to do so. Just to become a member, there's a link in the bio. We meet every single week. That's via Zoom, and we have a ton of large-scale events that are coming up that you just don't want to miss. Our big event that will be happening on September 19th will be happening right here at the Forum Event Center. September 19th, it's our This Is It Network Live Women's Conference that will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're always looking for great keynote speakers, workshop individuals to lead some workshops, as well as to be able to have a really great time. It's a two-prong event. Our 9 to 5 is our leadership summit. And then we have a 7 to 9, which is a really fun pajama party, which is really going to be fun. Some bad movies, popcorn and candy. It's going to be a really good time, and you just don't want to miss out. I would love to have you join us to be able to be part of it. So if you are interested in connecting with a community of remarkable women, whether it be online or offline, definitely get in touch with us. This Is It Network, and more information about it can be found at thisisittv.com. All of our contact information is there as well within our Contact Us button. You can also, with the link within the bio of all of these social platforms, you can learn a little bit more about what we've got going on, our apparel, our merch, all the fun stuff that we've got. So there's plenty of ways for you to get in touch with us too. Don't miss out. I am a personal branding educator. So I have been an adjunct professor at both Temple and Drexel universities in the Philadelphia market for, 8 years at Temple, 3 years at Drexel. So I love to help women find their voice. I love to help individuals, small business owners, executives, and entrepreneurs find the words to be able to tell people more about themselves today than yesterday. I recently wrote a book. It's called Scream Your Dream, 66 Lessons to Build Your Personal Brand. And that is available on Amazon. You can grab that. It's really super simple. So I'm going to be popping on here to give you some personal branding lessons. So not that you have to be everywhere like me, but it gives you an opportunity to be able to be in the right places to say the right things. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know when you're calling in from. Again, my name is Sheldon Barlett-Rumer. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. The theme of This Is It Network is for you to scream your dream. So many individuals will ask me, what exactly does that mean and why? Coming in from Atlanta, good to see you. How are you doing, guys? Good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Terry. I appreciate it. We're so excited to be able to provide an opportunity for all of us to connect on a regular basis. We're going to be doing this Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. I will skip for priorities. I will skip doing the live broadcast for priorities. And I had to tell Taquan this morning that there's a priority tomorrow. So I'll be skipping tomorrow. And what will I be doing tomorrow? Tomorrow, my daughter graduates from 8th grade. And the ceremony is during this designated time. So I will not be with you. I will be with her. I will be celebrating this next transition into her life. She will be a freshman in high school. Oh my God. She'll be a freshman in high school next fall. And so what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to celebrate that time with her. So I do prioritize where it is I am and how it is I share my voice. Taquan, I think I need a little bit more of a tap on this tripod right here. I am definitely leaning. My poor friends at TikTok know that I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, guys. You're going to hang in there with me. Don't get seasick. We're going to move us here on my TikTok side to be able to work that out. It's going to be overtime. I think we're good for now, and I'll see you in about 5 minutes. But we're going to be able to do this from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. So we're going to be able to support that. I will have to skip some days just based on some priorities, which are always my family. And so tomorrow, my daughter graduates from 8th grade. So I will not be here. Coming in from California. Good to see you. Good morning. Are you a morning person? Who's a morning person here? I'm a morning person. I like to get up before the world comes at me. I like to come at the world. I love my whole house to be sleeping, and then let me do what I need to do before the mommy can eyes, I like to say. Mommy, can I get this? Mommy, can you do this? Mommy, can you drive this? Mommy, can you do that? I am a morning person, and I realize that a lot of people are not morning people. I'm also equally odd because I'm equally a night person. I'm just a person, I guess. But I'm up quite often, but I'm not scared of mornings. People are like, oh no. I'm like, do you have time for an early morning meeting? How's 9:30? I'm like, girl, I've been 4 hours into my life by 9:30. So I can talk to you at 9:30 a.m. So I am very much a morning person. Let me know in the comments below if you are equally a morning person or you prefer the evening, right? Are you waking up at the crack of dawn like I am? I prefer to come at the world before the world comes at me. I prefer to make my coffee, get everything settled. I have my morning chores. I'm running around the house before anybody is awake. I like to get it done. Because the minute that I step foot and the minute I hear those toes come down those stairs, I know it's over and the day no longer belongs to me. So I do love to get up early. I don't know if there's any additional early morning people that are on or listening in this moment, but I hope I am not alone in my early rising self. But anyway, so 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., we're going to be meeting here and we're going to be really focusing on more of a structure come Wednesday. So there is something I call a morning message that I tend to do, which is pretty similar to what I'm doing right now, which is kind of pontificating about something that moves me in the day. Taquan typically gives me some type of quote or some type of message, and then I kind of riff on that. I think that oftentimes we look for motivation within a number of different things. And I think that having a little bit of inspiration every morning is important. Then we talk about what's going on in the world and what does that really kind of look like for all of you, and hopefully providing some positive perspective. Like I had mentioned to a lot of you before, my goal isn't to just share with you what the problem is, but introduce you to people who have a solution or who are actively working on a solution. One of the things I pride myself on is knowing what I know and knowing what I don't know. I am not going to be the answer to all of our problems, God knows, but I will be surrounding myself with people who have answers. I'm going to be surrounding myself with people who want to be able to provide you with resources. And so even if they don't have the answers, where can they go learn more? We are challenged in this time to be able to provide educational entertainment, the ability to laugh and learn at the same time from a trusted voice and friend. And that's what we really want to do here at This Is It Network. So we really want you to feel comfortable in coming and tapping in and knowing that I will say I don't know more often than I say no. We live in an abundant space, and for anybody to claim that they know everything about everything is just a lie. And so what I can do in the confidence of my voice and the confidence of my own ambition is surround myself with people who know more than me. And that's what I'm going to do for all of you. Because the minute we feel as if we know everything, we know we can never be challenged or understood, or we can't understand more, is the minute we stop learning. And the minute we stop learning is the minute we start losing. We start losing. The world is moving forward. Nobody is driving around, right? Well, maybe people are driving around in horse and buggies. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to say that, but that's not true. People are choosing to drive around in horse and buggies, and that's a choice. But you can't tell me that you want to move forward and get more and stand still. You can't do that. You can't do that. How cemented are your feet to the ground? And if they are cemented to the ground, is that at an advantage, or are people running past you? Can we give you the opportunity and motivation? Can we get you comfortable learning something new? Can we allow for you not to be judged if you don't know anything? Because I feel like that's a little bit of it too. A lot of people feel confident because they're like, I know it already. Ooh, nothing makes me more crazy than when my daughter, the poor thing, I am celebrating her tomorrow, but the poor thing, when she says to me, Mom, I know. Girl, you don't know anything. I don't know how many of you have teenagers or preteens that say, I know, Mom. You don't know a damn thing, girl. Because if you knew it, you would have done it. But you didn't know. That's what I'm telling you, right? And so instead of being like, I don't know. Why is that so hard for people to say? Why is that so hard for people to get comfortable saying? now people are so bold, right? People who barely got a C- in social studies in 8th grade want to tell me about global warming. It ain't happening. Just say you don't know. Just say, I'm not sure. Let's get comfortable with that. Let's get comfortable about learning things from people who know better. My contractor, one of my dear friends growing up, I don't know anything about foundation of a home. I don't know anything about siding. I don't know anything about that. I need to trust that people know more than me and give them license to build my home. Give them license to fix my plumbing. Give them license to take care of me when I go to the doctors and be able to do that. And that's really important. So we really want to be in a situation where we are really being taking care of you by providing you with quality information. And we don't want to be in a situation where we are claiming that we know everything, because we don't. The first thing I'm going to tell you always and forever is I don't know. But next up is somebody who's going to explain to you no more than I can. And that's powerful. And traditional television was that. Traditional talk shows used to be that. The hosts never claimed to know all the things. They prided themselves on ensuring that they were booking guests that knew the things. They were the vehicle, right? The host was the vehicle, the viaduct between the information and the expert, between the audience and the information, between the guest and whatever it is. I don't know is one of the favorite phrases. I don't know. Yes, Gabrielle. I don't know is one of my favorite phrases. I have no idea. And who am I to know everything? Let me put it in a different perspective. I'm good at a lot of things, but how selfish would it be for me to be good at everything? I would leave nothing for anyone else, and that's just rude. I consider it a service. I let go of what I do not know. I am not claiming to be good at everything. I'm giving it to others. I'm not interested in being good at everything. I'm interested in being part of so much. And so I challenge you to think about what you don't know. Instead of trying to constantly prove what you do know, let's talk about what you don't know and what you're curious about learning. I like what I'm hearing. I'm in Newark. You're my neighbor. We're in Jersey. How are you? Congratulations. Thank you so much. We have so many amazing things going on. Don't forget to check out thisisItTV.com. We have so many amazing things happening and so many different resources. Again, we're hosting our women's conference here on the East Coast in Southern New Jersey on September 19th. I'd love for you to come down and join us. I'd love for you to be part of our membership community. More information about that can be found within the link within the post. If you're interested in becoming a guest and joining me here in our studios, or tapping into us virtually to be able to learn more about what you've got going on, we'd love to have you. We broadcast live thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts in the Forum Event Center here in Blackwood, New Jersey. We are doing so many events and so many amazing things, and we don't want you to miss out. We'll have a ton of information going on. You could also sign up for our email newsletter within the link within the post and the link within the bio. We have so much amazing things going on, new shows in which we are producing, new people in which we are connecting with, and we just don't want you to miss out on any of it. So please, 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 if you are interested in learning more about how to elevate the voices of remarkable women, to connect with remarkable folks all over the world, we have content contributors from Nigeria and Scotland, and Toronto, in addition to Phoenix and Boston and Seattle. We're again based in Southern New Jersey, but there is no geographic limitation to the people that we're looking to connect with and the voices that we're looking to share. I'm creating a utopia for myself. Very selfish. Every shape, every size, every color, all of my ladies, right? They have this common ambitious goal. Because oftentimes, those of us that are ambitious, even if we have staff, don't we find it lonely? Even if we have staff, even if we have people in our lives that we love, it's oftentimes extremely lonely. And we don't necessarily have the people to be able to tap into. We don't necessarily know what we don't know. We don't have the people who we can really say, oh my gosh, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? What does SEO stand for? Where do I need 3 more people to follow me on Instagram. I need 4 more people to RSVP for this event. We need, as ambitious people, to have a community of other ambitious people to help lean on. And so that's what This Is It Network is. It is a network of remarkable women that are looking to connect across the globe. And we've done a really great job in meeting so many wonderful people. We go to a lot of large scale events. For Taquan Allen, our production manager, I drag him all over the country, whether he wants to or not. He's been part of far too many women empowerment conversations, but I do think it's changed his life quite drastically, and hopefully in a good way. But we do a lot of really amazing events. You can find us in Women in Fill in the Blank. You can see us at the Sundance Film Festival that will now be in Denver, Colorado. You'll see us at the Super Bowl, which is going to be in San Francisco this year, focusing on our Women in Sports initiative. At the Sundance, we'll be focusing on women in film. South by Southwest, women in leadership. We're in talks with a number of different amazing folks regarding women in tech. Right? We're doing a great event called Her Table around the restaurant show in Chicago. These are the events and the things that we are involved in to bring content to you from experts within an array of different categories. We want to hear from you about the things in which you would like to see more of. If there is an event or organization that we can be a part of, or a place that we can go and we can attend, if there's conversations that we can be a part of or things in which we can do, please let us know. Because we'd really, really love to be able to increase what we've got going on. We'd love to be able to get in touch with you to be able to ensure that all of you have more information about what we've got cooking than not. This Is It Network is a digital streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. And we do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. I'd love to hear where all of you guys are coming in from as you continue to come in and join us. I know that we have Atlanta, and we have Florida, we have Arkansas, we have Kansas. But if we have additional folks that are coming on in, please, please, please let me know. We'd love to be able to connect with you on a regular basis. We're going to be doing some additional fashion segments, food segments, decorating segments, parenting segments, the ability for us to connect and chat with all of you about mindfulness, entrepreneurship, human resource services, continued education, how to deal with the sandwich generation, a number of different topics for us to be able to connect with all of you on. So please let us know in the comments below where you're coming in from, and even if you dare, what it is that you are up to. Are there businesses that you are running, or founders that we should be connected to, or individuals that we should discuss or see? Because we definitely want to be able to support you on that journey to be able to do that. This Is It Network is a digital streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. And we do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. We do our best to provide all of this to you Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We're broadcasting live on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and our crooked friends over here on TikTok. We're doing our best. I promise. I will be ordering another tripod today to be able to figure it out. Listen, this one's hanging on, Taquan knows, it's hanging on with duct tape and a prayer. Forgive me, ooh, a little slurp. It's been through a lot. Taquan and I travel quite a bit. You'll catch us at Fashion Week in New York in September. You'll catch us at a series of different events. Gravity's just not my friend, but we'll see you back. Again, what I say, 10 more minutes. We'll see you back to be able to boost us back to life, because that's really what's happening. I want you guys to be able to share with me, what do you guys got going on? Are there particular creators that you think, match this energy that you want me to sit down with? I already have a list of people in mind that I really want to be able to connect with, people that I really want to be able to hang out with and see, people that I really want to be able to sit down with and learn a little bit more about what they've got going on, and invite them on This Is It Network, invite them on Sheldon Live, which again, this is where you're going to be hanging out with me Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Again, tomorrow, unfortunately, I will not be broadcasting live because I will be at my daughter's 8th grade graduation ceremony, which is just so fun. But the fact that she's going to be in high school in September is a little bit of a shock. I think, Taquan, you met her when she was 5 or maybe 4 years old. And then now, right, she's 14. It's so, so crazy. Time flies. Any moms of teens that have any advice that they can share with me, please let me know. I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. I mean, she's a darling. Her friends were amazing. We threw her a wonderful little brunch this weekend with her girlfriends, which was really super fun. And we had like a boy-girl party, kind of like, she called it a bonfire, but let's be honest, it was just a fire pit in my backyard. But anyway, so they had a really good time as we continue to celebrate. Yesterday, as all of you know, was Father's Day. So for any of you who celebrated, any guardians or providers that were able to celebrate on that particular day, congratulations to all of you. Being a father and being a good father is no small feat. So I hope you were able to celebrate with the loved ones in which you have within your life. We did another brunch. It was brunch back to back, brunch on Saturday, brunch on Sunday. I'm very, very spoiled. I have an amazing family. We celebrated my husband and my father, who's 80 years old. We got to celebrate him as well. And all my brother is a father, and all the amazing fathers that are within our lives, we got to celebrate yesterday. So that was wonderful, fun. It's been a journey for us to be able to handle all of these celebrations. For those of you that celebrate hard and well, you know what it feels like. So we're coming off that Father's Day weekend, and we're providing you with more enthusiasm. So again, any of those moms of teenagers that have any advice for me, please let me know in the comments below, as my daughter is making her way to high school next year. Tomorrow we'll be celebrating her 8th grade graduation. So we will not be broadcasting live tomorrow, but we will be back on Wednesday with more of our This Is It Network. We're going to be doing this and doing our best to do this Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We're going to be providing a little inspiration and motivation and being able to cheer you on as we develop more of a community, both online and offline. We have a huge event that's coming on September 19th here at Innovative Catering Concepts Forum Event Center. Thanks to Forum Event Center and Innovative Catering Concepts, we have a new home. We broadcast from Blackwood, New Jersey. That's where we are in this moment. So for any of you East Coast or Jersey folks, good to see you. We'd love to have you join us. We have a lot of really exciting things going on that we'll be doing within this region. We are part of an economic development where our studio is a large part of that and a benchmark of that. The Forum Event Center is at the heart of it. So we are going to be supporting a lot of event opportunities here, as well as daily production of all that we've got going on. You'll be having any of your show hosts on live with you. I would love that. Hint, hint, Gabrielle. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. So our hosts will be joining us, as well as, so the question is, will any of our other hosts, will they be joining us on this live show? And so the answer is yes. So we'll be tuning in on serious platforms. We're working out the technical ways to be able to do that. So we'll have you be calling in on a third-party space, as well as broadcasting live on the social media platforms. It's far more technical. With technology, things have gotten a lot easier, that's for sure. But we do have some things that need to be plugged and played. So to answer your question, yes, our hosts of our shows will equally not only join me on Cheldon Live, which is this morning show, but they will also host and then equally join me at our live events, which is really, really great. I mean, I think that there needs to be a balance between live, online, and offline activity. I think that women in general, but definitely people as a kind of staple, are looking for opportunities to connect. They're looking for opportunities to meet both online and offline. And if we have the ability to do that, if we have the ability to not only see you here on TikTok, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and then on, and on all the other platforms, we also want to sit with you shoulder to shoulder. So whether we're coming to your city or you're coming to visit us here in Blackwood, New Jersey, again at the Forum Event Center in Blackwood, New Jersey, Gloucester Township, if you want to visit us here, you have the ability to do that as well. So my goal is to be really, really excited about finding a way for us to stay connected, finding a way for us to be able to meet both online and offline and talk about the things that matter most to all of you. So Gabrielle, yes, we will be definitely chatting and we will be introducing you to all of our new hosts. Last week, Jaquan and I were honored to be able to have some inaugural content that was recorded as part of a brand new show called Dr. Kate Unscripted. We filmed 4 shows in a course of, I guess it was 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6 hours tops. for the new inaugural season of This Is It Network. So we'll be introducing that show to you. It was a really great opportunity to not only meet with Dr. Kate, she's definitely part of our This Is It Network community, but also be able to run through what this network content is going to look like, and really get excited about bringing more hosts on board. So like I had said before, if you are interested and have ever been interested in hosting your own digital talk show, if you've ever been interested in tapping into, I'd really love to do it a little bit different than Ellen did it, or I'd love to have a conversation the way Oprah did, or I'd love to be able to make people laugh the way Wendy did, or to be able to really sit down with people the way Ricky did, right? If you're really a lover of talk shows, if you were grown up on talk shows like I have, if you've ever really thought about it, this is an opportunity for you to reach out to This Is It Network. So those of you that just came in, those of you that are new, This Is It Network is a global digital streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do so each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. We are, like to say, we are a little bit more disciplined than social media based on the regularity and the accredited sources in which you're going to get your information from. And then we are more accessible than cable, giving and opening the door to new hosts that don't require them to have 1 million followers to be worthy of attention. You do not necessarily need to already have an audience to be worthy of sharing your expertise. If anything, we love the idea of working with experts that are a little less known. So if you find that struggling with the algorithm and it's not been in your favor, that you have something worthy to say but nowhere to say it, or you feel as if you are just talking into the wind, my goal is to introduce you to our This Is It Network community, because there is a group of people who are eager to find accredited sources, eager to find remarkable people to chat with, eager to be able to work with individuals to be able to spread good positivity as well as useful information. So please let me know in the comments below. Are there creators that you'd like to talk to? Are there people that you'd like to connect with? I'd love to be able to share that with all of you. Again, I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumer. I'm the founder of This Is It Network, as well as the host of 2 digital programs within the network. We have a total of 26 shows that we'll be launching within July. So it's a crazy time. So July, August, and September are going to be super busy for us. But if you have a story to tell or you'd like to host a program, there's still room for you to do so. We'd love to have you involved. So please let us know in the comments below or send us a direct message. More information on This Is It Network can be found at thisisItTV.com, or you can follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. We are on every single social media platform as we broadcast live right now in this moment from TikTok, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, and from Facebook, and also our dear friends at Instagram. So please, if you are interested in learning more about This Is It Network, how to work with us, if you have a product or service you'd like to promote on the platform, if you'd like to join me in studio, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts. We're based in Blackwood, New Jersey, within the Forum Events Center. We're working diligently to be able to build out the studio, to be able to host even more guests and host even more people, to be able to do that. Taquan, I need you over here on TikTok to help me with this little shape puzzle that they need to be able to make sure that I'm alive and I'm a real human. Just slide that piece right over. Oops, just a little slower. Just slide it right over to the thing. There it goes, and boop, we're done and good. We're back at it again. Just a little help, just getting it done. We're doing our best to be able to figure it out. Again, I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumer. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. We're moving things forward. So I'll be doing this from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. Tomorrow, I will not be live because I will be at my daughter's 8th grade graduation. I can't even believe I'm even saying that. She will be in high school next year, but she is going to be in 8th grade. She's graduating from 8th grade tomorrow. So that's where all the enthusiasm, fun, and excitement will be for tomorrow. But we will be able to share much more content. We'll be able to share much more of what we've got going on to be able to support you in all that we are doing. I'm super excited about the lineup for the new This Is It Network inaugural season. season. We have 26 shows for you to choose from women in sports to wellness to women's health. We have an array of different content that we'll be providing all of you, and we cannot wait till you see it. But we're always looking for more hosts, more shows, and more guests. So if you are interested, or if you are a publicist and have clients that you'd like to be able to share with This Is It Network, please let me know. We have a number of different holes to fill, I should say, or slots to be able to occupy within our calendar as we're beginning to tweak and get things organized and get things together. So please don't feel as if your platform is too small or you don't have enough followers or, oh my goodness, she wouldn't be interested, because you will be amazed on the diversity of content that we have, the remarkable women that have all of these conversations that they would like to share. And are not required, to have 1 million followers to be able to make an impact. So don't think that your following is too small for you to be able to reach out to us, or that you don't have enough of a backing. I'd rather you have more experience and less followers. I'd rather you have something valuable to say and just starting your Instagram than be able to hold back on getting in touch with us based on the volume of your friends, followers, or fans. I want us to be able to really introduce our community to accredited sources, to people who make sense, for people who actually are dedicated to their industry, who are so niche within their space that they can provide a unique set of expertise and knowledge to be able to teach our community something new every day. I would love to see This Is It Network really pride itself on how well we introduce you to new opportunities, how well we introduce you to new knowledge, how well we introduce you to new experts or panelists that can really provide a better perspective to help us all live a better life. So that's really what we're working on, and we enjoy and need and want all of you to equally be a part of it. So I want you guys to think. I want you guys to brainstorm. I want you to be part of the process of developing a digital network that you would be proud of, that you would be happy to share. If you are listening to this in this moment and you're like, my aunt, my sister, my mom, my friend would be perfect for This Is It Network, I beg you not to keep us a secret. I beg you to be able to share this with other people in your world, and us together can determine what this is going to be. There's no geographic limitations as it relates. Yes, we are based in Southern New Jersey. Yes, we are here broadcasting from the Forum Event Center, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts in Blackwood, New Jersey. But that doesn't mean that that limits our reach. We have content contributors from Scotland and Nigeria and Toronto, and we have content contributors from Boston, from Seattle, from Arizona. And so all of us, we really want to be able to figure out how we can really work together to be able to provide more content for more remarkable women across the globe. I know that all of you have plenty of places that you need to be, plenty of things in which you would like to be doing. And so I'm so spoiled that you join us here at This Is It Network as we work out all of the kinks, as we get all the things moving, as we encourage all of you to swing on by and get to know us a little bit better. We love the fact that you're going to be part of this journey with us, as messy as it may be, as unstructured as it may be, as we attempt to do our best for all of you. So for all of you that are new, that are popping on, again, my name is Sheldon Barlett-Rumer. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. This Is It Network is a global digital streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do so each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. We will be launching 26 new shows. We've just started filming. We'll be filming more throughout the months of June and July for new shows to launch in July and August. We are looking for new hosts. We are looking for new content. We are looking for new guests. So if you are a remarkable woman or an ally of, I want you to think about what are the types of things you'd like to see This Is It Network produce. What are the types of shows you'd like for us to be able to get out into the world? What are the types of guests you'd like to hear from? We are more disciplined than social and more accessible than cable. We provide an opportunity for real conversations to happen as opposed to angry debates. We want to have dialogues that is useful, that is productive and not pointless. And we would love to be able to be introduced to people who are actively working within this space, whether it be social justice or women's health, whether it be entertainment or movies or theater, whether it be women's sports or entertainment, whether it be mindfulness, vacations, or travel, whether it be the ability to appreciate arts and culture, or to learn a little bit more about history. This Is It Network is exactly what you need in this moment. You are famous. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Can I get your autograph? You are too funny. I can't even. Is that Ash? I think it's Ashley. Oh my goodness. I love you. 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 I want to make sure that you all know that there are so many remarkable people that are out here that are doing really great work, that are really, we're back for the tilt. He knew I was going like this. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Oh, there we go. Let her sit there. Let her sit there. Don't move it. She'll be over here in a minute. She'll be over there in a minute. We're gonna give her a little bit of time. This is my work. This is my work. And this is so fun. And it's not gonna be perfect. And I think that the interesting thing about social or this new digital space is that there isn't an expectation of perfection the way that traditional media has that expectation of perfection, right? There is this idea of, okay, when I receive it, I want it to be consistent. I don't want it to be bad, but I don't necessarily need for it to be as perfect. And if you were to look at it, all of you, I'm sure the majority of you have every platform in which we currently are on. Chill out there, changing lives. Thank you, love. I love you. I love you, Ash. We really want for us to be able to come to you as often as we possibly can. And so when we do that, that means we can't do so perfect in every moment. And I think that there's oftentimes a lot of you who are planning to do something very similar or want to be in similar spaces. You tend to analysis paralysis, and to the point where you don't do anything. When Taquan and I met 10 years ago, we didn't know what the heck we were doing. We still don't know what we're doing, but we didn't know what we were doing worse than now. And technology has changed so much in the very short period of time that we've been even working together in the way in which we were doing it. And the first thing that I said to him is like, we're just going to do it. I don't know, and you don't know. We don't know. And again, I pride myself on what I don't know. And I celebrate the fact that I am brave enough to go into things unknowing. I don't have to, the best way to learn is to do, but just to be clear that you are not an expert in the practice of the doing. And I'm not in this space, but I know that there's a void in the market. I know that women need a soft place to land. I know that there's not enough people celebrating those that are doing good things. So it's very easy to believe that good things aren't happening because there isn't enough places to find the good things. It's very easy for us to be like, no one's doing anything because the people who are doing are too busy doing to be TikToking. Does that make sense to everyone? They're too busy building the thing and making the thing, and the people that are on the microphones want easy gets. They don't want to be able to treasure hunt to find the person doing the thing. They just want the person talking about doing the thing. I want to actually find the person doing the thing. I want to actually sit with the person and be like, everybody thinks you're doing nothing. Tell them that you are doing something. Show us what you are doing. Because the truth of the matter is, my darling friends, what you are doing doesn't matter if I cannot see it, if I cannot feel it. And that might be unfair, but it is true. And too many good people, intelligent people, working people, creators and broadcasters and individuals who are building, scientists and musicians and physicians and artists are too busy in the lab to share with us what you are doing in the lab. And so what the assumption is that nothing is getting done. Or by the time that I do see it, the assumption is that only took a short period of time. The idea of having an overnight success, girl, you only learned about us yesterday. That doesn't mean that's when we started. And so when I want us to begin to think about how can it be easier for us to start telling the stories of remarkable people? How can it be easier for us, for the people who are actually doing the work? Because it's easy for unqualified people to jump in and take opportunities from qualified people because they happen to be the loudest, right? They happen to be the loudest. Captain Mediocrity is the loudest. And when they are the loudest, they typically go unchecked. And when they go unchecked, it doesn't leave very much room for the individual who has been in the lab. So what I want to do is, because I have the patience, endurance, and know-how, I want to go find the people in the lab. Because I think it was cute up until now. I think it was fine to have those that had a large voice kind of get us through. But now we are in a dangerous space where education is being trampled on, taken away, or removed. And what we need to do is we need to highlight and share and boast and push and celebrate those that are working in our favor. Because they will not do it themselves. You know they won't. You know that the majority of people who are actually doing don't have time to be going viral on Instagram. Heck, half of them are still on MySpace, God bless. And so what I need us to do is I needed there to be a platform where experts could live, where we could have real conversations, where we could sit with each other and really talk about what we want in this world. And not only talk about what we want, but bring to the forefront people who can help us get there. Because the wishing and the praying and the complaining and the bitching and all of the things, though I am right there with you, and there is so much to complain and bitch and be angry about, believe me. But I'm on a treasure hunt for solutions. I need people that can help us, because we are beyond just recognizing that it's raining. I need someone to find me an umbrella, someone to bring me into shelter, someone to say, okay, this is this way. Let's go this way. This is the way to get out of this. Because we all know we're in it. We all know we're in it. We all know that everything's burning, everything's a mess, and everything's on fire, and we're fighting against strangers, and we're doing all of the things. And so what I want us to do in this moment, is to figure out ways that we can begin to work together, to figure out ways that we can no longer just rely on ourselves, but rely on community. And This Is It Network is that. It is a collective of remarkable women doing remarkable things, having real conversations and stories about things that matter, about sharing those stories and that expertise with people who need that information. I want you to be able to understand that we are stronger together, but I'm not just saying that. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm not just saying we're stronger together and we're going to do this together. You are going to create jealousy based on the enthusiasm that they see, the aspiration that they witness about the community that we've created. You can't deny it when you see it. When people are like, what's going on over there? That looks like fun. That looks like it's a good time. And when that happens is when we create spaces like this. And so for those of you that are just kind of tuning in, I want you to tell me where you're from. I want you to let us know in the comments below where you're coming in from. And I'm going to do the same, because we are broadcasting live from Blackwood, New Jersey, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts. We are broadcasting live from our new studio at the Forum Event Center. The Forum Event Center is a place, Kansas, good to see you, is a place that's going to be part of an economic development. It hosts weddings and conferences and trade shows, bar and bat mitzvahs, quinceañeras, receptions and workshops. It's an amazing facility. Please check it out at icccatering.com. A number of different things. We're going to be working with them on a number of different strategies to get you all to experience the space. It's absolutely wonderful. We're really part of it. And we're working with Gloucester Township and Blackwood to create this destination for media and entertainment. I want you to all be part of that as well. I'll be sending more information. Where are you calling in from? Where are you logging in from? Let us know. We're hanging out in Blackwood, New Jersey, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts. So we are equally broadcasting live on all of these different platforms, because I'm a nut. I'm absolutely crazy. So Instagram is over here. Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube is right in the center. And then I got my friends in my crooked tripod over here at TikTok. I know, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best to do my best. I see you, and thank you so much. You're over here. So we are really excited about making sure that all of you have access to what we've got going on. This Is It Network is now available. All of our previous content is now available on iOS and Android. So we have an active app that is available on iOS and Android for all of our content. You can also equally get us on your smart TVs. So that's smart TV, that's Apple TV, that's Fire TV, that's Amazon. You can get us on all of wherever you watch television on your smart TV or in the palm of your hand, you can get us. This Is It Network is a digital streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We have created this platform to not only host my 2 digital talk shows, but also 26 additional shows. These shows range from health and wellness. They range from travel and leisure. They range from mindset and emotional intelligence. They range from arts and culture. We have an amazing group of work that we're doing on wellness, fitness, and women in sports. We have all of these different angles to allow for remarkable women to connect with an audience both on and offline. In addition to what we do at This Is It Network, we're also hosting a large-scale women's event that is located here in Blackwood, New Jersey. So you'll be able to come and visit me on September 19th. It is a women's conference. A women's conference that connects you directly to the women that you've been watching, the women you've been listening to, the women that you've been tuning into. We're all going to be meeting live and in person. It's a 9 to 5 workshop on leadership. And then from 7 to 9, we're going to celebrate with a fun old vintage pajama party. It's going to be a really good event, lighthearted and fun, but to leave you with motivation and inspiration. All of that is really focused on our Scream Your Dream mission. For those of you that are not familiar with our Scream Your Dream mission, it is about not only elevating the voices of women, but giving them the courage to use their voices with intention. A lot of people will be like, oh, it's Scream Your Dream because you're loud, which is not wrong. I am very loud. Oftentimes you can hear me before you see me. I physically do not have a whisper. I think it's a medical condition, to be quite honest. I physically cannot whisper. And so Scream Your Dream kind of came out of that, this kind of gitchy space of just like being boastful. And the more I really worked and honed in on it, the more that I really learned about, how to use your voice with purpose and intention. It's not about the volume of your voice. It's about the intention of your words. It's about making sure not that you are screaming all the time, but that you are in a way delivering a message that can be understood. I think that is why I love digital talk shows so much. That's why I love traditional talk shows so much. That's Donahue and Oprah and Sally Jessy Raphael and Ricky Lake, who I know is on TikTok, right? These are the talk shows that I loved because every single day they were introducing you to something new. Every single day with curiosity, you came to the couch and you were like, oh, what do they got going on today? And you learned everything from best ways to dress for the season to human trafficking, homosexuality, and the AIDS epidemic, right? You learned all about those particular things and you learned it in the comfort of your own home, and no one made you feel guilty because you didn't know it yesterday, but just armed you with the information today. That's where we need to be. That's where we need to be. We need to be talking to people with the enthusiasm and curiosity that they deserve. I want you to be nosy. I want you to be curious. I don't want you to be curious to destroy. I want you to be curious to uplift. I am not interested in people who are talking at you in a way so you can be mad at strangers instead of inviting them to your table. Instead of being like, oh, where you from? What you up to? Ooh, let me taste a little bit of that. Ooh, I never heard this song before. Where is that curiosity? Everyone's shoulders are bent. Everyone's ready to fight. That's the energy that we are currently in, where I need us to be ready to learn, because I don't believe that there's any room for this. What I do believe is that there's an opportunity, because we have the ability to be able to do more of this. Shaquan, I need you to hit my thing right here. I don't know what's going on with good old LinkedIn. I want there to be, good morning, how are you, Barbara? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think there just needs to hit it, I think. But I want, good morning, everyone. How are you? This Is It Network is a global digital streaming platform connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. What I want us to do is I want us to think about the way in which we are communicating. I want us to think about what we need from a digital streaming platform. I want us to think about how we can connect with ourselves and strangers in a positive way. And if there's something that you don't know, I want us to embrace the unknown. I want us to get comfortable saying, I don't know. I want us to live in a space of comfort and being like, I don't have the answers, but maybe This Is It Network can connect me to somebody who does. If there's a question that you have, let us do the digging. Hey, Sheldon, what's going on with this? Hey, Sheldon, do you have an expert for that? Hey, Sheldon, is there somebody that I can connect you with for this? That's what I want. Thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you so much. This Is It Network is an opportunity. Yes, a lot of people are having a lot of conversations. A lot of people are talking about a lot of things. But what I want us to do is I want us to meet in this soft place. There was an opportunity. There was a time period in all of our lives. It was very much a time period where we got to be curious, where people weren't mad when they didn't know. I need us to get comfortable with that muscle. I don't know. Teach me. Tell me. Let me try that. Let me eat that. Let me go to that. Let me visit that, because that's the kind of person that I am. And I believe on the other side of that, I believe on the other side of that is where we need to be, where we deserve to be, where fear doesn't have a chance. Because I'm so nosy about what's going on in that quinceañera. I'm so nosy about what the meaning is behind the 7 fishes. I'm so nosy about what a colada ring looks like when it's turned this way or that way. I am so nosy that I have no room to hate because I'm too busy learning. The curiosity is what is going to keep us moving. Us wanting to know about each other, us wanting to be curious. I just think hatred is lazy, and I am not a lazy person. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't get it. You being lazy. You were being lazy. Because let me explain to you how delicious my life is, because I know. Let me explain to you what my buffet plate looks like, because I know. Let me introduce you to my playlist, because I know. Let me introduce you to the things that I get to experience, the places that I get to visit, the homes that I get to see. Let me explain to you what my life looks like and how abundant it is, because I am curious. It allows for me to know more today than I did yesterday. It allows for me to fill my life with people who do not look like me, but celebrate me. Who are not where I am from, but want to visit me. Do you understand how amazing that is? When you are closed off to the world, where you dismiss a difference because you don't understand it, as opposed to teach me, the energy is different. The way we're walking around is different. I don't want it. And I know that there needs to be another place for it. And I believe that there are people who need to, and that do such a good job in sharing the news the way that it is and delivering what is currently happening. What we want to deliver is solutions. What we want to deliver is a connection between who is actually doing the work. Because I want to be really honest with you, the people who are making change often don't have time to be lip syncing TikTok songs. So I have to go find them for you. And I have to go explain to you, or have them explain to you what they are doing behind the scenes. Right? And so what I want to make sure happens is that there is a place where those that are doing, those that are trying, those that have dedicated their whole life to providing, that they have a place to be able to broadcast. They have a place to be able, so they can go back to doing. Thank you so much, Barbara. Because oftentimes there are not, my darling friends, the people who are actually doing, the people who, I'm talking across the board. I'm not just necessarily talking about academics. The best people who cut hair usually don't have a TikTok account. The best people, physicians, usually aren't dancing in their exam room. It's usually not the case. Some of them who are out there, yes, you're doing a good job and you are trying to make it happen. But in the meantime, I want to go find those people who are in the lab, and I want to introduce them to you. I want them to be able to say, this is what we are up to. This is what we are doing. This is how we are changing. This is how we are making things happen. This is how we are moving things forward. This is what you need to know. Scream Your Dream isn't necessarily about you being the loudest person in the room. It's about you having an intention behind what it is that you are saying. And we know that there's a lot of accredited sources that do not have 1 million followers. And because they don't have 1 million followers, they need places in order to sit. And a lot of media outlets will not sit with you unless you have more followers than they do. And we cannot have that. Charmaine, is that you? Good to see you, love. I miss you. We got to get together. We can't have that. In that case, there's a lot of chefs that can make a meal, but don't have a Food Network deal. So where can they live? Where can we share them? There's a lot of people that have a lot of amazing experience. And I'm talking about, honestly, in all across the board. I'm talking about contractors and plumbers. I'm talking about physicians and musicians. I'm talking about educators and chefs. There needs to be an accredited independent space. And so maybe like independent music, this is independent digital. I don't know what to say. Where we're breaking new artists in the space, right? As if there was an independent music label, but this is for independent creators, right? They have an opportunity to share their expertise in a really boutique way. That it doesn't require you to have 5 million followers before you become worthy of attention. It doesn't make sense. There's too many people doing too many wonderful things, and those wonderful things require dedication, and that dedication doesn't always prioritize social media. And what happens in lieu of that is that we get left with those that are loud. And it doesn't give us room to be able to celebrate those that are doing. And in This Is It Network, we want to celebrate those that are doing. Some of us didn't start on YouTube so early, so the algorithm isn't necessarily in our favor. They didn't get their PhD until TikTok. They were too busy studying when Instagram launched, right? And so now you're in a space where you're like, okay, how do I get more people to know about me today than yesterday? And you feel like you're talking into a void and talking to yourself, and you have 1 or 2 likes and you feel like no one's paying attention. Well, we are paying attention. And the only thing I ask of you is that you reach out to us. This is not false. This is not, tell Gabrielle, though I do owe you an email. This is not false. This is me asking you. If you are the one that is doing the work, if your sister, your cousin, your best friend has the accreditation, has even the personality, but doesn't have a tripod, let me know. Because we want to be able to share quality content by quality experts. And that's across the board. Again, arts and culture, mindfulness, construction, travel, women in health, women in music, women in sports. Look at us as, I kind of want to coin this, right, Taquan, as this kind of independent content creator label. You might not necessarily be in a space where everybody knows you and you've been auditioning for NBC for as long as you could say the 3 letters, and you haven't really gotten anywhere. So maybe this is now an opportunity to work in conjunction or in collaboration with a group of independent, amazing content creators that want to bring value to the table. That we have a diverse set of offerings where it's not simply just news, but lives within the lifestyle category. And let me explain to you why that's important. I think someone's calling me. Can you shut this off? Why that's important. Yeah, a little spam call. There we go. Why that's so important. Because what is necessary is that our target market for most cases is women between the ages of 30 and 55. So that's not necessarily not just 30 years old, so a little younger and definitely a little older. But we tend to be part of what we call the sandwich generation. And that sandwich generation, I am lucky and blessed, knock on everything. I have 2 parents that are both 80 years old, but I also have a 14-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. And in the palm of my hand, I have to be able to determine whether I'm taking my mommy to the doctor or I'm going to a 8th grade graduation tomorrow for my daughter, right? And so this particular woman needs resources, but very seldom asks for help. She's Googling in the middle of the night, and unfortunately, she may not necessarily finding a trusted source on the other side of that phone. And so what we want to do is create an independent network of women, female founders, leaders, executives, and entrepreneurs that want to be able to provide with enthusiasm a gateway to help these remarkable women find their way, for them to better understand who they are, what they want, and why they deserve it. For them to celebrate who they are unapologetically while saying, I need the answers to 1, 2, and 3. And on the other end, there's an expert providing the answers to 1, 2, and 3. I think the time is now for quality content. The time is now for accredited sources. The time is now for This Is It Network to be able to connect all of you to exactly what you deserve. So I ask you, I beg of you, what are you watching? What are you looking for? What are you seeing? What are you able to connect with? What are the types of things that you are looking to be able to gain from a digital platform? When you are doom scrolling, and we all do it, at 2 o'clock in the morning, what got your attention? Is it food content? Is it inspirational content? Are you looking for people that teach you how to make feta pasta or teach you a different language? Are you looking for places to vacation? Are you looking for individuals to teach you how to deal with menopause and my growing whiskers? What are you looking to learn? I want to open a school for girls, Barbara. Let's talk. Let's talk. Because lesser people are doing it, my darling friend. Lesser people with more resources, and those resources don't necessarily have to be dollars. It could just be another person on the other end of a live, another person on the other end of an email, tweet, or DM. Let's get active in our pursuit of what it is that we want. We all can recognize that it is raining, but who has the umbrella? We all can recognize that there's a storm, but who is providing shelter? There's so many different platforms that are telling you what is wrong, but few platforms are providing you or introducing you to a solution. And for us, we want to be introducing you to a solution. Who are the people, the experts in the space, right? We need to be able to figure it out. And so one of the things, I'm going to call out Barbara, who's watching on TikTok, because these are the one things that we are going to start to do. We're going to start to be able to say less of is the word kinda. Barbara said she wants to start a school for girls. And I said, yes, Barbara, let's go. And then she responded, because we're now best friends. Barbara, I'll catch you in the DMs. She said, I'm kind of looking for a building. No, you're not, Barbara. You are actually looking for a building. There is no such thing as kind of. You can't kind of do anything. You're either doing it or you're not doing it. You're not kind of looking for a building. Barbara, you're looking for a building. I need you to respond to that. Say, I am currently looking for a building. Say it out loud, type it out, spell it, crock prop, I am looking for a building. Say it. Because what women tend to do is we tend to say kind of all of the time. I'm kind of doing this. I'm kind of doing that. I'm sort of doing this. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I'm up to it. I'm not sure. Are you lying? You are either doing it or you are not doing it. You do not take your car to someone who can kind of fix your transmission. Either they can fix the transmission or they can't. And so what we need to do is have the boldness of that mechanic and have the boldness of that space and that statement. I am not kind of doing anything. I am currently looking for a building. Follow the directions, check mark for you, Barbara, you get it. But this is a lesson for all of us, myself included. I used to say, somebody used to be like, oh my gosh, I see what you're doing so well. And I used to be like, I'm trying. And an old colleague with me would be like, girl, when are you gonna stop trying? When are you actually going to be doing? Meanwhile, I had the network, I have the community, I have the digital platform, but the way in which I walk into a room is if I am trying and auditioning. I am proudly 47 years old. I have arrived. I may not be exactly where I want to be, but I'm sure as hell not where I was. So we need to be able to determine how we talk about ourselves and what we give permission to each of us to talk and how we give permission for each of us to talk about ourselves. Because when I know somebody who has a building, I can't go and approach and be like, my friend is kind of looking for a building. I have to say, my friend Barbara is looking for a building. This would be an ideal location for her new school for girls. Does that not sound different? Does that not feel different? I kind of, sort of, that feels different. And that's not just Barbara, that's me, that's all of us. We're conditioned to think small, to talk only in problems and not in solutions. Meanwhile, mediocre people are talking in solutions and they become the answer. No more. No more. We're going to start here. We're going to start here. I'm actually even going to give you tomorrow to digest this today. I'm going to give you tomorrow to think about what you learned today. Barbara, I look to see you on Wednesday. All of the amazing people that have tuned in today, I look to see you on Wednesday because I'm prioritizing my daughter tomorrow. So that's where I'll be from 9 to 11 tomorrow. So I will not be broadcasting live on our platforms. We are currently broadcasting live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and our good friends at Instagram. We will be doing this Monday through Friday. from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern. We will not be here tomorrow because, again, my daughter, believe it or not, graduates from 8th grade tomorrow. So I will be there tomorrow morning. But we'll be back on Wednesday to provide you with more inspiration and motivation to keep you moving. The goal of This Is It Network is to connect remarkable women to inspiring stories. And now at the 11 o'clock hour, I want to be able to leave you with this. That the theme of This Is It Network is to elevate the voices of women, to connect with you on such a level that affords you the ability to not only promote who you are, but to connect with others and to share what you have. People cannot buy what they cannot find. People cannot participate in what they do not know. And so we are not going to keep our ambition a secret. We are going to celebrate our ambition with others. And This Is It Network is the house to make that happen. I want for all of you to follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV, and log on to This Is It TV for more information. If you are interested in becoming a host or being a guest or joining us or contributing in any way to This Is It Network, I want you to be able to find us and to contact us at thisisittv.com. All of our episodes can be found on your laptop or your computer at thisisit.tv. You can download us on your iOS or Android device or on your smart TV at Apple TV, Amazon, Fire, or of course, Roku. Do not spend another day feeling as if you are alone in this journey when This Is It TV can help. My closing statement, always and forever, is to make sure that you no longer whisper your wishes, but that all of you scream your dream. I will see you on Wednesday for our next edition of our morning message from This Is It TV. This Is It TV. We'll see you Wednesday. Thank you so much, my darling friends. Don't forget to follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. Take care. Bye-bye. Perfect. We're shutting that one off. That's good. Yes.